Well, hello everybody, BuckEater64 here, and today we're going to be doing a little flight in the DC-3. We're going to be flying from Galveston, KGLS, going up to Dallas-Fort Worth, KDFW, which is just under 300 miles, and we're going to be doing this as an FSAirlines flight, of course, and we're going to be carrying packs and some packages. So with that, let's go ahead and get inside the aircraft and let's have a little bit of fun. Not too much though, I don't want you to get spoiled, but try to have a little bit of fun. And if you like the video, of course, please feel free to hit the like and maybe even join the group. But feel free to make any comments you want belowhand. Give me any ideas on how I can do better and maybe make more enjoyable and entertaining videos for you. Until then, let's get inside the cockpit and let's get this thing started. See you inside.
Fuel truck is in position.
Boom. Right through the stuff. Okay. So let's 118.625. Okay, we're on the right channel. Galveston ground. November 327 Whiskey Sierra, DC-3. Request flight following to Dallas-Fort Worth.
Stand by, you're number one. Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500, departure on 134.45, squawk 2646.
On departure, maintain VFR at or below 1,500, departure on 134.45, squawk 2646, November 327, Whiskey Sierra.
DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, read that correct.
Okay, what's the message? Course 059, okay. And on this one, we want ground, okay. Altitude, 7,000 feet. Arm. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, and tail wheel is locked. Let's check fuel. Okay, so it looks like we're only going to be using the two mains. Alright, so let's get things started here. I'm going to be flying from Galveston to Dallas Fort Worth. So right now we're on ground. Let's see. So 13445. Okay, that's our standby. Okay, so we're gonna get things started if we can. Okay, that looks like that's good. That's good. All right, first things first.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
I don't care.
Boarding requested.
Looks like we've got everything set there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelts can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Crew boarding starting.
Okay, we've got 16 passengers.
Your passenger's bus is coming.
That's a lot of equipment for such a small airplane.
Passengers boarding starting.
Alright, so it looks like we've got passengers are loaded. Parking brake is on. Okay. Looks like we're just getting finished with the luggage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Okay, while they finish that, let's take a quick look at our FPS. Looking very good. Okay, well, boarding is completed. We're getting any ground crew away from the aircraft. Say goodbye to the luggage people. Okay, and with that, we can close up the doors. And we are ready to start. So with that, let's get things started here. Okay. Okay, magnetos are on. Let's go with the right engine first. Looks like we've got, whoops. Come on. That's the only problem with it.
Cabin crew arm doors and cross-check.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit.
Okay, very
In
good.
an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be
We've
fastened
got 2
whenever
good
the
engine
seatbelt
starts.
signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask
Alright,
in
let's
place with
look
the
at
strap.
this.
Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the Inflight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Good to go. Galveston ground. 327 Whiskey Sierra DC-3, ready to taxi to active. Let's see if they're going to answer me. Okay, let's see. Galveston ground. November 327 Whiskey Sierra DC-3, radio check. Okay, very good. Galveston ground. November 327 Whiskey Sierra, ready to taxi to active.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, runway 14 taxi via Echo, hold short of runway 18, then Echo.
Runway 14, taxi via Echo, hold short of runway 18, then Echo. 327 Whiskey Sierra. Well, I thought we were going to take off from runway 18, but it looks like they switched us to 14. It's not a big deal, but it just happens. Okay, so
Approaching runway 18.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, cross runway 18.
Cross runway 18, 327 Whiskey Sierra.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, contact tower on 120.575, take care.
Contact tower on 120.575. Have a good day.
Approaching runway 14.
Okay. Galveston Tower, November 327 DC-3, holding short runway 14, November 327 Whiskey Sierra.
Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra, Galveston Tower, runway 14, winds 180 at 6, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, November 327 Whiskey Sierra.
On runway 14 remaining. 5,800 feet.
Okay, so let's get out of here.
100 feet.
Positive rate, gear up. Looks like we've got an emergency. Whoa, that was different. All right, well, let's get
DC-3 7 Whiskey Sierra, contact departure.
contact departure 327 Whiskey Sierra. Good day. Galveston departure November 327 Whiskey Sierra DC-3. Flight following.
Douglas DC-3 7 Whiskey Sierra, radar contact.
Radar contact 327 Whiskey Sierra. Okay, so we are on our way.
Seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we will commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept all major credit and debit cards. If we can be of any further assistance, just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. to Dallas Class Bravo. Straight in towards the field. Descend at our discretion. Expect runway 18 left. Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, contact Dallas Tower on 124.15.
Contacting Dallas Tower on 124.15. Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra. Dallas Tower, Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra. Good afternoon, maintaining 7,000.
Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra. Dallas Tower, roger. Maintain 7,000.
Maintain 7,000. Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra. Dallas Tower, Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey, Sierra. We'd like to terminate our flight following.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra. Negative. You're in controlled airspace. Make request after you're outside of my airspace. Delta 2053, Dallas Tower, roger.
Okay, be that way.
Delta 2053, winds 190 at 11. Runway 13 right, cleared to land.
Okay, so we'll just wait for our clearance to land. Yeah, we could have just done a straight into 13. But we'll behave ourselves. Okay. Getting ready to turn on our downwind. So we'll see how they handle that. You can see the airport right in front of us.
Dallas Tower, Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra. Requesting to descend to altitude.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, climb and maintain requested altitude. Delta 2053, welcome to Dallas. Exit at Alpha 3 if able. Contact ground on 121.65.
Climbing and maintaining requested altitude. Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra.
Dallas, DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra, request landing and full stop.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, enter left downwind for runway 18 right. Report midfield.
downwind for runway 18 right. We'll report midfield. Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra.
I'd say we're midfield. Dallas, DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra, midfield.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down, and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to keep. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Alrighty. So we're in the downwind. And soon be making our base turn.
cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you. Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Very good, thank you. Okay, we'll get ready to turn on the base. Okay, right now holding 2,000 feet, getting ready to turn on, make our base turn. All right. We are making our base turn. Gotta work on that. Okay, landing lights are on. Okay, everything's set. Okay, we're on a long final. Yeah. Okay. Okay, just over 2 miles to make our final turn on to final. Okay. This will get us lined up for runway 18 left. Or I should say 18 right. Now let's see if the tower contacts us. Okay. Alright, everything's looking good so far. We'll see how it goes. Got about 11 miles to go. Okay, airport's in sight ahead of us. Nine miles to go. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to get passed by something. Yeah. Okay. Now maybe you'll give me clearance. Dallas Tower, DC-3, November 327, Whiskey Sierra, on final for runway 18 right.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, winds 180 at 12, runway 18 right, cleared to land.
I was wondering if you were going to get to me.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra.
Approaching runway 18 right.
Okay, I've got clearance to land, yet a jet is flying over the top of me. Yeah, well, I'm below glide path, but for this old girl, that's still good enough.
Douglas DC-3, 7 Whiskey Sierra, contact ground on 121.65.
Switching to ground on 121.65. Douglas DC-3, 327 Whiskey Sierra.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related
Dallas
duties.
Douglas DC-3,
However,
327
we ask that
Whiskey
you remain
Sierra.
seated until
Good
the
afternoon, cleared of
seatbelt
runway.
sign has been
Ready to
switched
taxi
off.
to the gate.
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pockets,
DC-3,
underneath the
327
seats,
Whiskey
and
Sierra,
in the
Dallas
overhead
ground,
lockers.
taxi to Terminal
Do
A,
take care
gate
opening
29er
the
via
overhead
Echo
lockers
2,
as
Echo
items
Yankee
may have
Juliet
moved during
Yankee
flight.
Zulu Kilo
Smoking is
555.
not
Good day.
permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain... Cabin crew, disarm doors. Ladies and gentlemen, when disembarking, please take care and hold onto the handrails while walking down the stairs. Please ensure that you supervise your children, and for your own safety, do not walk underneath the wing.
Okay, well, here we are, Dallas-Fort Worth. Flight was exceptionally boring, which means everything went as it should, and I didn't break the airplane. Got our people here safely, even got applause on the landing. Must have been soft. Anyway, with that, we're here at Dallas-Fort Worth. We're ready for our next flight. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure had a lot of fun bringing it to you, as always. And remember, feel free to leave any comments. I really appreciate it. If you have any particular aircraft you'd like to see me to fly and go to a specific location, just put it down below in the comments section, and I'll do everything I can to try to make that happen for you. Until then, this is Bug Eater 64, and as always, remember, do as I say, not as I do, and safe flying.